been various attempts at changing that. So the higher education corridor, so to speak, the Oxford Road corridor, has been semi-pedestrianised, used now for buses, bikes, walking, taxis. But most of Manchester is still served by the car.
Say that there's more cars on the road, it's more congested. How do you think that this affects the environment?
Well, there are a number of things. One is it impacts on air quality. So there are areas around Oxford Road that have been monitored as being some of the worst in Western Europe, particularly where large numbers of old diesel buses and old taxis congregate. There are undoubted frustrations for car drivers at peak rush hour times. Substantial portions of the city are gridlocked. It's not helpful from a cyclist point of view because the congestion makes it difficult sometimes where there aren't cycle lanes for cyclists to get through, and there are difficulties with public transport, so buses can get snarled up in that traffic as well.
I could take the tram, yes, but I mean, I would have to walk into the town center to Albert Square or St. Peter's, either one, to catch a tram in, but yeah.
If you were living in Manchester for a long time, would you ever consider getting a car, or would you just rely on public transportation?
I definitely would have gotten a bike, but I don't think car is practical in the city, especially since obviously we do have buses and trams. So.
Yeah, Manchester needs to improve, like less friendlier for cars and more friendlier for like buses and other ways of transportation.
Well, I think in the city center definitely, but I mean you do, obviously it is a city center, there's just a lot going on, so that's never going to be perfect, I feel like. But I think the routes can definitely be planned out a little better, because I mean it is annoying when you take the 43 and it stops at like every single street. There's usually 4 of us, and it wouldn't make any sense for 4 people to show up 4 different cars when we can all just take a bus together.
Do you feel like Manchester needs to improve, like it's like city landscape to make it more like less friendlier for cars and more friendlier for like buses and other ways of transportation?
Even kind of like in Boston.
Yeah, since like
bus
there
lanes.
tends to be like a lot of congestion in the city too, like a lot of cars and stuff. Buses can't really move around.
Well, I think in the city center definitely, but I mean you do, obviously it is a city center, there's just a lot going on, so that's never going to be perfect, I feel like. But I think the routes can definitely be planned out a little better, because I mean it is annoying when you take the 43 and it stops at like every single street.